Hello, ladies.
Hello, hello, girls. Hi,
Hello.
beauties. Wow, Ali,
Welcome.
your new outfit today, huh?
Yeah,
Where are you?
I am in Sedona.
Wow.
Beautiful, magical Sedona. So, hello from Sedona.
Hello. You are
Hello from
looking hot
Sedona.
and sexy, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. I love your t-shirt, Guzal. The pink is really good on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, and the new hair.
Yeah.
The
Hmm.
new hair. I like
Haircut.
it. And Paulina, you love flowers. I love flowers too.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you have the same on your shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
This is something about a rose. We talked about the rose, right?
So
But
that's why.
Paulina is wearing her wild rose.
Wow.
Right
Oh,
here, right here. There you
right.
go.
There's one right here.
Uh-huh.
And then
Uh-huh.
one right here.
Yeah. Where anywhere anywhere else?
And I think there's one like right here.
That's for another show.
Coming soon.
Coming
Be
soon.
aware.
Yeah. Get ready. Get your play on.
Mhm.
Oh gosh. So we're back here for Harmony in the Home. We have a new acronym for it. HIS. The
Like
HIS. HIS. Oh. So this show is all about harmony in your home, not just
our home.
but your home, all of your homes, because when you have harmony in the home, everything else works. Everywhere else it works. When a woman is in her pleasure, everything else works.
Yeah.
That that brings up the whole idea that we just recently heard. Women are like cats, men are like dogs.
Mhm.
Do you agree with that?
Totally. Totally. In what way? In what way?
Well, let's look at it, right? Men, they are just like dogs. They want to be in service. If you have a dog, for those of you that do, when you walk in, the dog wants to be in service to you. If you throw it a stick, it's gonna go and bring it back to you, and it's gonna keep wiggling the tail, sitting right there, like, what's next? What's next? Tell me what next. Yes, come on, give it to me, give it to me, right? And well, Guzal and I had an event where there was this comedian, and he was doing a comedy skit. And the funniest thing is he used that example. It's like I walk home, and then I always look at the dog and my wife. So my dog, poops on the ground, and my wife is like, "Oh, you poor little thing! Did you poopy on the on the on the carpet? Did you poopy on the carpet? You little monster! You did you know you can't do that? Here you gotta go there." And then he's like, and the next thing I know is like I spilled coffee from the cupboard. She's like, "What the hell's wrong with you? Why did you do that?" And he's like, "Ouch!" It's like, wait, what? Like, why does he get special treatment?
That's true. That's so true.
And and then women, well, actually, the way we're supposed to be, right? And women, we are kind of supposed to be like cats, and we are cats, right? If we want company, if we want pleasure of other people, we slowly wobble over, sit down. All right, bring it. Give me what you got. You can pet me. You can entertain me. You can play with a little light. I might follow the light or not. And then whenever I'm hungry, someone feeds me. I don't have to do anything for it, right?
Yeah.
Someone cleans up after my bathroom, right, as a cat. And then if I'm tired, I just turn around and walk away into my own pleasure, sit in my corner, enjoy. So That's kind of what I see as a woman. As cats, they don't work to be
No,
noticed, right?
no, no.
Like
They
I've
don't
never
really
seen a
care.
cat try. I've never seen a cat try to run after a stick and like, yeah, did I do a good job? Did I do a good job?
Or bark.
They're more like, oh, stick. Oh, what's that?
Yeah, it's like,
I will go and
what?
enjoy
Not
the
right
style.
now.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
And when they enjoy when you're playing with them, right? They purr, make that noise. Right? We do that too. It's like, wow, I like it. Meow. Or
If
if
you
we
don't
don't
like it,
enjoy it, what's that?
if you don't like it, you just scratch it or just make a face.
You hiss, right? Like hiss.
Yes.
Like that's what I was saying about the increments. Like
Maybe we need a new one.
yes, I think so.
So why is it important for us to recognize that men are like cats, women are wait.
No.
Wait.
The other way around.
I was like, wait. I was like, obviously you can see the results of my confusion. So men are like dogs and women are like cats.
Mhm.
We have stories to show.
Paulina,
Share.
you have a story about how if you put together dogs, they will. You did
Yeah,
this?
like even in the business, you can apply it and see how men, they come in the business environment and they sit in their boardrooms and they have their meetings and they're so focused and they're talking about the numbers and the charts and and the results and what they're going to build together and who's going to do what, right? So they work like really really well together to produce some like one thing. And this like dogs, right? If you put them in the sled, uh you align them. Let's say there's 8 or 9 dogs, one in the front, 2 in the back, 3 more, 4, and then they run, right? They have like a goal, or okay, now we're gonna get there, and yes, we're gonna deliver this package or this person to this other location, and they're excited, and then this is their game, this is what they do, right? But the women, when you put them in the boardroom, I mean, I don't know, I've never really been in the boardroom with a lot of women, but let's say if you put women to do a business together, like from what we see that's going on, right? And of course we want to take it to the next level where they can play together and light each other up, but they're more like, well, I have an idea, no, I have an idea, but my idea is better. Well, what about my idea? And then Dan is like, okay, maybe everybody feels good about their idea, but did you produce a result? Like, okay, maybe you look good, you came in, you have your attitude there, look like you ready to produce result, right? You dressed up, you have your nice outfit, you have your makeup on, you look beautiful. But did you come together to produce an outcome that is beneficial for all the women in that room? And same as if you put cats in the sled, right? It's like
That's definitely going to work.
I can just imagine, we can make like a little skit. That's funny. Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. It's like, let's go. And it's like
Me?
like
After
me?
you? No.
Like someone gonna be like, what? Oh, purr, pet me.
Where's my dinner?
Yes, exactly. And we're not wrong, they're not wrong. It's just their nature. And if we know our nature, if we know what the cat's nature is, then we know what cat is good for. And then we don't try to put the cat into a sled, because cat will not put a sled. Well, right? A dog will pull a sled. Yeah. And the same as with women. when we are creating relationships, partnerships in our marriage and our business, we are there to glow and to inspire and to purr and to lift each other up and look good and smell good, and then the men are there to put themselves together and create the result that we want. And that's how kind of I see.
It's again about like if a woman in her pleasure, cat, woman, whatever.
Yes.
The woman in her pleasure, and then she will attract men, and they will be doing everything so light you up and like see you, because for them it's very important how they feel themselves near you. So if you give that pleasure, that feeling for them, they will be ready to do anything. So you don't have to do anything, you have to just glow, you have to be in your pleasure. Like Aliyah, you said before, it's good like when woman has their own game, and her pleasure is not for making money or just making results, but for just enjoy it. So then the men will come and they say, okay, what I can do, they will do everything what you need, so you don't have to do even anything. So that is
Yeah.
very interesting way to have your business, have your game, and you don't have to work hardly. What I really see now in the business world, women play as a man, that they are using their rules and they are competing with the other men, but it doesn't work. It's
And
just
with
like,
other women.
yeah, it's with other women and also with the men, and they fight, and they at the end, this is money game is the man game. So if you will help man to reach what he needs, so then you will get your result too. I mean, this is what I see.
Yeah. So what it sounds like, some women need to remember that they are cats. So how do we do that? How do we remind them that they're a cat?
I don't know, watch some
That
cat
bring-
shows.
Watch some cat shows. Watch some shows with women in power, right? And notice where they're being feminine and where they're being masculine. Right? A good movie is Secretariat,
Yeah,
where yes, there's another movie that I just recently watched. I highly recommend it. It's called On the Basis of Sex. It's with Ruth Ginsburg. It's a story about her, and it is a powerful movie, all about what she had to go through in those early ages as one of the first lawyers. And what's really cool about it is, in the beginning, she takes on a masculine approach in a lawsuit, and she just gets bombarded by the men. Like, she just gets destroyed in that first moment. And then she takes a seat back, she observes it, and something hits her. And I'm not gonna do a spoiler here, but then something hits her and she gets up and she goes into storytelling in the most feminine way about what has happened in the past. And you are watching the whole, I'm telling you about it and I get goosebumps. It's so funny.
Yeah.
The whole room transforms.
Wow.
Like, as she's speaking, like, all the men's faces soften up, they are lighting up. You're just observing the men just one by one changing, because she took down her masculine, I'm gonna fight and prove to you guys that I'm equal, where she realized that I don't stand a chance here, and she goes into her femininity, remembers the story, shares one story after another, very short period. And it's a really good movie.
Yeah,
So it sounds,
I'm sorry, yeah, go ahead.
go ahead. It's there's delay.
Okay. I wanted to add that this is so beautiful, Aliyah, what you just shared, because it reminded me, because as our listeners are listening to this, and they might think, well, why can't I talk to men the way men are? Why can't I use my masculine energy? And then maybe it feels like personal, that somehow it's a competition between, why should I be feminine? I want to be masculine more. Well, there is no competition. The funny thing is that when this is how men talk to each other. When this is how, so the way they talk to you when you're using your masculine energy is actually how they talk to each other. This is their regular language. So if you come in using masculine energy or masculine way, you will get how they talk to each other, but you are not a man. Okay,
So you'll not
so,
take it.
so you cannot handle that. And why would you want to? You know, why would you want to handle that? That it's not in your nature.
Yes.
Why try to prove a point and say no, but I have masculine energy, I am right, when fine, you have masculine energy, you get men talking to you just like they talk to other men, but then you get upset, you don't go with it, right? And it's because you're a woman. If you're a woman, just don't be a man.
Use your power. I'm just
Use
saying,
your power.
Your power. That's it. You don't have to be. They want to use our power, but they can't because they are men. So they want to have that, but this is our gift from God. You know, like from the nature. Like we have that power, but for some reason we are like taught like that, or we learn that way. We don't use that. We are using as a masculine way to approach. Yeah, you know, masculine approach. So that's why we are here, to show a little bit how it's more powerful to have your, and you don't have to do anything. You just be yourself, be a woman, and
Just
use it.
isn't that like the one of the weirdest concepts to get, that you don't have to do anything, right? When we grow up, we're told you have to do your homework. You have to clean your room. You have to wash your dishes. You have to do this. You have to do that. And like we grow up doing it.
Yes.
And I'm realizing something. This is the weirdest thing. I don't even have to wash my own dishes, you know? Like I can literally buy plastic or paper dishes and throw them away after I'm done.
Yes.
I don't have to do anything specific, because sometimes, you know, I don't like, there was just very recently, I needed something and I'm like walking around like, I need it. I don't know where to get it. I really need it. And then I get a phone call like, hey, I'm getting rid of this and this. Do you want it?
Wow.
Really? Really?
That's how it
Do I
works.
want it? I want. And then things start kind of falling into place. And then the first step is stop wanting it, like we talked about in one of the other shows. And then after you stop wanting it, then you create it for yourself. And that next step is, after you've created for yourself, then it starts showing up and you're only doing things that you absolutely love.
Yeah.
You are only doing things that you absolutely love as a woman. So, you know, a lot of us sometimes get into this whole, oh, my man wants me to go watch a sports game with him, so I'm going to go so he doesn't get upset. Is that really a reason to go? Not at all. Yeah. Oh, I want to support him. Now, if you do want to support him and you go, you better have the best time of your life, because otherwise
Yeah.
you are going to ruin his game.
Yes.
And yours too.
And yours.
Yeah.
So instead, you know, you have two choices. One is you're like, okay, so, you know, obviously I'm not going to enjoy going to the game. Instead, I'd love to prepare us lunch. You know, how
Yeah.
does that sound?
Aww.
Or I'm going to go hang out with my girls,
Yeah.
go shopping, go do my nails,
Yeah.
and, you know, get
More
myself
lights
pretty.
there.
So when you're back, we can, you know, I'm in my full pleasure, in my full femininity. You are in your full masculine pleasure, because you get to scream on the, you know, on the stadium, "Oh, my team
Yeah.
wins," or whatever. And then we come back together to share that time. And I cannot tell you how many times I went to an event because I wanted to be a good wife.
Yeah.
Mm. How it works.
Let's not go there.
I love it. I love it, Aaliyah. I love it when you say these things, like how women can really tune in to see what is their pleasure and not do. This is where you start. Just stop doing things that don't make you feel good. Okay.
exactly.
Stop it.
Just stop it. Like even small things.
Yeah.
Even small things. Yesterday, my friend that I'm staying with here, she asked me if I would go to sauna with her at 9 o'clock in the evening. First thing I was like, oh, she wants me to go with her. I should probably go. And then I'm like, wait a minute, are you serious right now? No, do you want to go to the sauna? And I'm like, no, I'm really tired. I want to go to sleep. So I was like, I'd love to go with you, but I'm exhausted and I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
And she was totally fine with it. She was like, okay,
course.
no worries.
Of course.
yeah.
Of course. And if they're not, then you kind of have to reevaluate your friendship, like with
That's good
people.
one.
No, really, because if you tell people like, hey, that just I really need rest, or I really need to do this instead of this, thanks for the invite. And if people get upset with you, well, then they don't really care much about your well-being. And then that's something also to look into. And maybe that's also something that's draining your
Yeah.
your feminine power and your lightness throughout your days, right? These kind of friendships. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
New thing what we can talk about
Yeah.
like how to even see what it lights you up, what is not.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yes.
I mean,
Did we not do this on this show?
We did what lights you up. Oh no, that wasn't
That was a
Girl.
different show, wasn't it?
yes.
okay,
All
let's
right.
Good
share.
idea,
one.
Guzal.
We'll
Let's
do
share the
it.
next
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
do it.
All right. With that being said, it's time.
Yes.
Say
Thank you for sharing.
until later.
Until
it's
next time.
oh, by the way, it's time to say goodbye until the next episode.
Until the
Exactly.
next episode.
Bam.
Bye, girls.
Bye.
Bye everyone.